Take to later. Okay. Good evening, everyone. We're at the Medina's house, studying the second class of laws of Passover. Today, B'ez Hashem, we cover basic halachot, very important one. And what we're going to do, I want to go with you through the Seder a little bit, Seder plate, and the most important part that you should focus on when you do the Seder this year, and every year actually. So we already learned about the chametz, leavening that you need to get rid of. It's actually this year, Tafshin Ein Zayin 2017. It's going to be this coming Sunday night, the 9th. Okay? The next day, we're going to eat chametz till like 11 o'clock or so, and then we burn the chametz, and we get ready for Passover. Now, Baruch Ato Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Shehakol Nihyo Midboro. Amen. I see the cups are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. So, it's very important that this coming Monday, before Leil HaSeder, this halacha is for everybody. One, we try to eat as less as you can in order to eat matzah in the evening with appetite. If you fill up yourself with so much food, nevertheless, it's permitted to eat a little bit rice and fruit and all that, not a matzah. Matzah you should not eat at all. So you have the taste of matzah, something new to you, and you won't be disgusted by it or say, I'm full of it. But I suggest that eat a little bit. Don't fast. If you're the firstborn, don't fast, because you might come to the Seder and you drink a real wine. It's going to ruin, after 1 or 2 cups, it's going to ruin your Seder. I'm talking from experience when I used to do it many, many years ago, not anymore. If you know that drinking wine is going to cause you feel nauseous or get you, be headlighted, lightheaded. So what you need to do is drink grape juice. It's good as if this is drinking wine, regular wine. And what's the minimum? How much would I drink wine? How much matzah? Every year there is an argument on the Seder table. Did I eat matzah? Enough matzah? It's a kazayit, not an olive size. A woman should lean on the left side. A man, what about this size of matzah? I can't. How many pieces of matzah? How many kazayit matzah? How many cups? What's up with the cup for Eliyahu? Who is Eliyahu? Why does he never show up? We'll discuss B'ezrat Hashem all that today. So, the most important halacha we should know now is one has to sell his chametz. It's a great mitzvah, and chametz that a Jew kept over Pesach needs to be destroyed. And he also transgresses the law from the Torah. Anyone who keeps chametz in his possession during Pesach transgresses the mitzvah of, and I quote, you must destroy all leavening from your houses. Okay? It's easy to destroy it, trash it, put in the toilet, burn it, wherever it's convenient to you. Don't forget to sell your chametz with your Rabbi. Next, there's a special nusach, a special wording, special tefillah you do. You must understand what you're saying. You're going to read it in Hebrew and in Aramaic. If you don't understand, it means that you didn't fulfill the mitzvah. You must read it in a language that you understand. So you should do the Hebrew, the Aramaic, and then English, French, Arabic, whatever language you understand. Because you need to comprehend and understand that you are selling chametz, getting rid of chametz. This is not a game. Okay? As we say, mitzvot tzrichot kavana. Mitzvot must have kavana, intention. Like now, when I pick up the cup and say bracha over it, I have to think this is a drink, and over a drink you're saying sha'akol. It's a kavana. It's very simple, just to understand what I'm saying, what I'm doing. What if a goy and Anju come to your house and bring chametz during Pesach? Sometimes it could be as a gift. What if he's eating chametz at your house? Should you kick him out? Allah says you don't have to kick him out of the house. He can come and do maintenance work and eat chametz in your house. No problem. It's his chametz, not yours. Gently, you can ask him to eat outside because it's special days to the Jews now. But this is not mandatory. What about if he brings a chametz, he brings a whiskey bottle, he comes to visit you? Surprise or not surprise? What you're going to do, first of all, you cannot accept it from him. By accepting it from him, you're getting chametz, it's yours. And he just put it on the table. What you're going to do, it's a Yom Tov, it's a chametz, and it's a muktzeh also. What you're going to do?
Take it with him.
So, first of all, you're saying you have to tell him, okay, that you're not accepting, you're not allowed to accept it. You declare you can't accept such something like that. But if someone gave you chametz and it's there on the table, he put it and he left. You come down the stairs, say, hey, there's a chametz here. Oh, the neighbor just came, he's in the drive, they left. What you going to do? You just cover it with some type of bucket, whatever. And after Passover, you need to destroy it. It's a chametz in your possession. Okay?
Even if even though you don't accept it?
Yes, it's in your possession.
But that's not included in what you sold to...
And it's not. Also, it's not included.
Right.
Because it's called, as halacha says, chatzero shel adam konalo. Things that it's in your chatzer, in your yard, belongs to you. You are like having an automatic ownership of items that are in your possession, which means include the house and the yard, the backyard, whatever. Now, I ask often people about mechirat chametz, and often I hear, unfortunately, that they sell chametz to a non-Jew, let's say a maintenance guy that they work with, or a friend, or a cleaning lady that works for them for years. Oh, we're doing it for years. This is a big mistake, because in order to do that, you need to learn all the laws that involve with how to sell, how to do it, how to declare, what to give, when. It's a document that you need to write, and the rabbis has them, and you don't.
It can't be a verbal...
It can't be. That doesn't work. You're basically eating chametz that passes over Pesach, and you're doing a grave sin here. It's very easy today to go to the Rabbi in the shul and sell your chametz. It doesn't cost anything. Some people likes to give some money, it's fine, but usually it doesn't cost anything. You just sign it up in a contract, and that's it. If the goy, the non-Jew, comes during Pesach to get his chametz, he has your name and your address, you give it to him. I should give you money. You're selling it. You're not giving it for free. So you need to sell your chametz, don't destroy your chametz. Talking about a little snack here and there, it's fine, but people have a lot of beverages at home, a stack of candies, that is actually chametz. Sell it, don't destroy it.
How do they do it when they have to sell all this stuff? Like where I work, all this wine. $50,000 of wine there.
Yeah, wine usually is not a problem. Problem is other items that they are definitely chametz. Okay? So they have to sell chametz. Even if they didn't sell the wine it's not chametz, it's not a problem. Okay? So as we said, at its best is that an individual refrain from selling this chametz independently without the agency of a rabbi. Because they don't know the halachot, it's better go to the rabbi. What about an old person, a sick person, that he can't go to shul? It's hard for him. Can he tell his son / friend, an agent, please go to the rabbi and sell my chametz? But I don't live in this house. I appoint you as an agent. You go to the rabbi, and sometimes the rabbi himself appointing his agent.
You can't.
They appoint him as an agent.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. So the halacha says that if someone is elderly or ill, and not capable of going and selling his chametz for himself, he may appoint an agent to go to the rabbi and sign on his behalf. You can also appoint someone over the phone. I had a guy that he says, can I sell my chametz last year? My brother's chametz? I said, yes, you can. Okay, so let me give you this. I said, no. Call him, get permission from him. He should appoint you as an agent over the phone. Then you can sign up for him. You can't just say later on. Some say it's also good because it's beneficial for him. You're saving his money, saving his chametz. So you don't even have to ask him. The best is to appoint you verbally as an agent. You sell this chametz. Don't forget there's a time difference between people that lives in America and people that lives in Israel. People go to Israel and they sell chametz here, or people from here sells chametz there. So for example, if someone lives here in Dallas and he goes for Passover in Israel, I can't sell his chametz because by the time the chametz become forbidden there, I didn't sell the chametz yet. We are 8 hours behind. He could start probably almost the Seder.
Yeah.
And we didn't sell the chametz yet. Actually, we were saying it earlier. But he has to sell the chametz wherever he's at. It's not where the chametz is, it's where you at. That's what's important. Okay? So he should sell chametz there.
So if you sell a chametz, and it's, let's say, 1 week before, you still have chametz in the house.
So?
You're still using it.
You don't sell the chametz 2 weeks before, a week before. You sign a document that when the times come, the 14th of Nisan, which is going to be this year, Monday, so then the chametz that you still have in the house, what we used to do many years ago, now it's the document I'm using, it's way easier. We used to write the chametz that I have is so and so in such cabinet, and this in the kitchen, this in the warehouse.
It was more.
Today, just what we do, it's better. Yeah, just an address, a name, and include everything. The house, the office, everything. It's better to do that way. And I was starting doing this a few years ago. I did it with Rabbi Feigenbaum from Mora Torah of Dallas. It's worked perfectly. Okay. Okay, any questions in regards to selling your chametz? Nothing. Next. Let's go to the next halacha. Koshering utensils. Do you have any questions? So we already discussed that? Okay.
Everything metals, glass, no plastics.
Okay, so we discussed that. We don't have to go through this again. I forgot what we did last time. Last time we talked about it. Don't forget that everything that earthenware, clay, so it cannot be purged and forbidden because they absorb the flavor and it's a problem. Okay, according to the Sephardim, unlike Ashkenazim, you may use glass utensils and do not, because we hold that they're not absorb any flavor, and it's easy to kosher them. Any glass, cups, what do you call it? Plates.
Plates, yeah, all the.
Okay.
All the dinnerware. Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep this part. Moving on to rice and legumes, permitted to Sephardim.
Yes.
Ashkenazim, for them it's forbidden. They cannot even nullify the vows here. They cannot do hatarat nedarim here. Okay, the only way a woman will be able to eat.
Doctor, no?
Kitniot legumes if she's married to Sephardi.
Oh.
As Sephardi, everything changes, and she may eat kitniot. Okay? if she's Sephardi and he is Ashkenazi, so so she won't eat rice and other legumes during Passover, but when she is at her parents' house, she may eat.
Yeah.
But she can't do it at her own house with her husband. Okay? What about ger? If someone converts to Judaism in the land of Israel, he is obligated to follow the rulings of the Shulchan Aruch, those that are more stringent than the practices of Ashkenazic Jews, and those that are more lenient, even if that person's ancestry is from the countries where Ashkenazic Jews live, let's say Germany, Switzerland, whatever, Switzerland. This is the case. In fact, even if his biological father is an Ashkenazic Jew, but his mother is a non-Jew, he is not considered to be related to his father at all. He must conduct himself according to the customs of the country where he converted to Judaism. In the land of Israel, this means to follow the rulings of the Shulchan Aruch, who is the accepted authority of the land. Furthermore, he must pray according to the Sephardic version of the prayers as authenticated by the Arizal. Thus, rules apply identically for both male and female converts to Judaism.
In Israel, if you convert.
In Israel. In America, you can be Ashkenazi, depending on your community. That's the way it works here.
Yeah.
The community that your Rabbi is at, that's best. Okay? Now, the matzah what type of matzah one should use during the Eve of Pesach?
One should, or
What type of matzah? Of course, kosher one, but shmura, what's shmura means? So, okay, it's true. The matzah that we use to fulfill the mitzvah of eating matzah on the first night of Pesach must be made of wheat that has been guarded from the time of its harvest to ensure that it has not become chametz. Furthermore, it must be guarded for the sake of the mitzvah of eating it on the first night of Pesach. This is necessary to fulfill the mitzvah in the best possible fashion. And this matzah is known as matzah shmura. Shmura in Hebrew means kept, watched. If someone is in a situation where it is impossible to obtain such wheat, it is possible to fulfill the mitzvah with wheat that was guarded from the time it was milled into flour, or even if it was guarded only from the time that it was kneaded into dough. If nothing better is available, one may use such matzah, and one may even recite the blessing of al-achilat matzah, over eating this matzah. Okay. So as I said before, the best matzah is the floppy one, look like tortilla.
Manik.
Yemenite Sephardi, up to 150 years ago, everybody has the soft matzah. So they do the cardboard, it's horrible, but that's what's available on the market. Now, people are more aware of that, and you can actually, I know there's a guy here in our community that he ordered from New York. It's like $20 a pound for a soft matzah. Yeah? No, he's Sephardi. But more and more Sephardi community and Moroccan community and Yemenite ordering and getting used to this special, regular, original matzah. Okay?
Isn't it supposed to be also round and not square?
It is round. It is round.
The one that they're selling now, the cracker one.
Yeah, because the original looks like round. But you fulfill the mitzvah with squares one. There's no problem.
Better?
If he's saying if the shape matter, if you can choose in between, I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't matter. As long as it's a shmura matzah, the shape doesn't really important. Only food that we have on the plate that the shape is matter is the beitzah, the egg. This is why it's there. But the world is round. We show a little bit more, and so. When we get to it, we'll see why we're doing this. Okay, I'm going to skip this. Frashash challah for matzot, the laws of kneading the matzah. Let's go really quick to the Seder. How many items we have on the Seder plate? People just put a bunch of different type of food on the Seder plate. Some mistakenly do only one, and they have like 30 people there. So you need to make plates, not to each person, but at least decide which groups you're going to have. So you have three families coming. At least make 4 plates, one for you and for the other 3 families. So the Seder platter contained
one item per week, for the day of the week.
7 items.
7 items because some
Okay.
of these are...
The 3 matzah, the egg, the shank bone, it's a zroa, the maror, so lettuce, the haroset, which is corresponded to the mud, right? Or the clay they use, the mud they use, the type of cement they use. And the chazeret, somebody from a lettuce, and the celery karpas. So you place it like the letter segol, 3,
What about maror?
3, and the very top is the 3 matzot. Okay, I'm going to show to the camera a picture of it.
It's a good. Wow.
This is the picture. If you want to see, you can see the matzot. This is how you should try to remember. Like segol, we have patach, kamatz. Right? Segol, okay. There is a reason why you're placing it like that. For the sfirot, the gevurah, the chesed, the hod, the yesod, it's at the bottom. I'm not going to go through this right now, but that's the idea. One every night. The first and the second night for us here in America, outside of the land of Israel, we must do the same thing, first and the second night. We have to drink 4 cups and to eat at least 4 kazait of matzah. We're going to have the first where we said the beracha, hamotzi, and motzim over the matzah, it's 2 kazait. The second time when we do korech, when we fold. And the 4th piece, the first we eat 2 matzah, the 3rd is going to be with the korech when we fold. The 4th is when we eat the afikoman. How much we should eat? Kazait minimum, huh?
We don't do the blessing on the fikoman.
No. What's the size? So soft matzah, it's easy to, usually it's 1 kilo, it's 1 round, it's 1/3 of it. Okay, even less than that. Regular matzah, some says it should be almost 1 square. If you can wait before the Pesach, the Chag, you should know your matzah weight. So you won't eat too much, and you can eat, but it's almost 1 matzah.
It's already calculated.
1 square. Some says it's 2/3. I wanted to measure it, to give you the exact, but I didn't get the chance. Someone told me he's going to give me the scales, and he didn't. So I can't tell you for sure, but if you want to fulfill according to all opinion, it's 1 square. Within, there is 9 minutes, 7.5 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, and 4 minutes. If you want to fulfill the mitzvah, according to the more stringent opinion, it's finishing it within 4 minutes. But don't worry about it. I don't want you to go choke to death, right? What?
9 minutes is the most lenient, no?
You don't have scales here, huh?
No. No, upstairs.
So, what do you need to do? It's better to weigh it, okay? As long as you're eating it, you don't stop. You cannot stop more longer than 9 minutes. And it happens many times to many people, especially the women, that they are all over. They go to the kitchen and bring this and that so that they grab one bite of matzah and they leave. Sometimes they're in the kitchen preparing things for over 10 minutes and then they didn't fulfill the mitzvah. You must finish eating the kazait, the amount of matzah. I was once in my family when I was in Israel, and my uncle did something very interesting. What he did, he prepared in small plastic bags exactly the amount of kazait. He prepared like a box full of them, and when he gave the people, here's the kazait, here's the kazait. You already weigh them. He says, finish this amount, and you're done. So you took the plastic bag and you were eating from it, and that's it. We don't have to weigh. It's already there. Okay? So he waited for us. If you want to do that, you're actually doing a great mitzvah and a great service to the people that come to your house. Drinking wine must be done with leaning on your left side. If you didn't lean on your left side, nevertheless, if you're lefty, even if you're lefty, if you didn't lean on your left side while drinking it, you have to re-drink. Sfaradim don't do berachot over all the 4 cups, nevertheless the Ashkenazim Yemenite does. For each cup they're saying beracha. Sfaradi do only the first and the third. So what you do, you must lean on the left side. A woman that didn't lean on the left side, nevertheless she doesn't have to redo it. But you have to lean on your left side and re-drink without the beracha. If you already said the beracha, I forgot. Another thing you should pay attention to, you don't pour it to yourself. Someone should pour for you the wine. You are a king, and the king doesn't pour himself. So we are serving each other. Remember that.
You can't pour to the side either. Must have before.
Okay. I don't know why, but okay. Why?
Because this is about burial.
What is it, burial?
When somebody dies,
For burial.
it's for burial.
I didn't know that. What's the minimum? What's the size? Everybody always get confused. So the minimum, 2.7 ounce.
Yeah, you have the
It should be.
glass.
Show me it. I'm going to show it to the camera. 3 ounces. There's cups. They're selling it. Listen to me. I was there today. I should bring it with me. It's 3 ounces cups, disposable one, in 99 cents. 36 pieces for $1. You drink, you can toss it and get a new one. According to the Kabbalah, it's better to wash them every time, but you don't have to. Between the cups, you don't have to. So, okay. So the minimum is 2.7. If you have the cups of 3 ounces, it's the best, because you don't have to fill them all the way to the top. It doesn't spill, just a little bit all the way to the top, and fine. This is 3 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay, so something like that. You fill up all the way to the top. You have to measure to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good too. Also, so
We have those also.
it's better than to have a cup that has it's all, I don't know, let's say 12 ounces there, or 15 ounces. So it's always because you have to have a fresh wine that didn't touch your lips. It's called pagum all the time. So it's better to have someone that you know exactly where. This is the exact amount, a little bit more. You drink it, and you have to drink it. You try to drink it. This is the best at once, one shot. You don't take in small sips. Oh, it's small amounts, no big deal.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.6 ounces.
Okay. So please remember that this is very, very important. This is how you should drink your wine or grape juice during Pesach. Okay? Anyone has question? Also those who watch us, if you want to ask any questions, please do. So we covered that. The matzah, the amount, the size, the way you drink it, someone pour to you, for you. Please pay attention. Please note, men should pour for men, and women for women. This is not tzniut. unless she's your wife or your daughter.
But
But you don't do it to your neighbor, which is your neighbor, or she's. You do it to your wife, or your wife to you. Otherwise, man to man.
If to your left is your rabbi, or your grandfather,
That night, today,
you have to ask for permission.
that night, everybody leaning on the left side. There is no need for ask for permission. In case that it's taken, you just lean on the table. It's better to have on for everybody chairs with handles. But if you can't, so lean on. Don't lean on your friend's back. Okay, sometimes that you have a table. Just lean on the table. Take a drink. Don't make a big deal out of it. Okay. Sephardim, when the women do the nerot, candles, before the Hag, without Shehayanu, listen to the Shehayanu on the Seder table. You can't start the Seder before the time we announce. This year is almost 8:45. When the stars comes out completely, then you can start Seder. You do it before, it would be a beracha in vain. Some, I heard from friends, reformers and conservatives, out of conveniency, they start at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and they finish by 9. They didn't fulfill the mitzvah. They're doing it the day before.
Yeah.
It's not the exact time.
They should do this on Shabbat, not for Pesach.
And other issues where we're not supposed to eat matzah at that time. Okay, let me conclude with one question. The cup for Eliyahu. People leave cup for Eliyahu and waiting to see if they're going to come, Eliyahu the prophet, Anavi, to drink from it. But that's not the idea. It's called the cup of Eliyahu for another reason. What's the reason? There's an argument in the halacha debate if how many words of redemption are they? 4 or 5? Veheveti, vehotzeti, vegalti, velakachti, והוצאתי, והצלתי, והוצאתי והצלתי ולקחתי וגאלתי והבאתי. The fifth one is, and I brought you, I took you out of Egypt, I saved you. The fifth one is, and I brought you to the land of Israel. So the debate is if we should drink 4 or 5 cups. So most of the poskim hold it should be 4. If it be 5 or no, we don't know. It's one of those issues, topics in the halacha that are not clear. I'm waiting for Eliyahu. When Eliyahu will come, he will tell us. This is why we call the 5th one is the cup for Eliyahu. For him to come and tell us, actually you need 5 cups. So 4 is for sure. The 5th one is questionable. We don't drink the 5th one, so we leave it. Symbolically, we leave it on the table. And if you, according to the Kabbalah, it's good to do the following. You fill it up with wine, almost all the way to the top. And you cover it. The next morning you go to shul, you daven, 2 books of Torah, you come back to do Kiddush.
Use that one.
You add a little bit of wine and use that one. There's much beracha, much blessing in this special cup. Okay, this is it's a top secret. It's between us. Not to share with everybody. God bless you for all the Torah learning you do. And B'ezras Hashem, in 5 minutes we continue with our next class, Ethic Musar. We have an interesting class today. Any questions? Thank you. Bye.